Hello YouTube. I'm going to do a weight loss vlog. The last one I made, which was also the first one, was when I was 2 weeks postpartum. So that was about 3.5 weeks ago. And all that was, if you didn't see it, was just kind of me talking about my starting weight, my background, that sort of thing. So what I wanted to talk about in this vlog is sort of just my plans and what I've been thinking about over these past couple of weeks, sort of waiting to get to 6 weeks postpartum. I've definitely had some healing after childbirth to do, as most of us, experience. So now I'm almost there. I'm almost 6 weeks postpartum, and I feel really good. Not sleeping a lot still, but other than that, I feel really pretty good. So I'm gonna weigh in. My last weight that I recorded was 244.8. And I don't expect that to be much different. It's been a few days since I weighed myself, but it's been about the same. I haven't really done anything but breastfeed and drink more water. So I'm weighing myself right now. We'll see what it is. Okay, 243.0, if you can see that. So that's like 1.8 loss, which to me is kind of not really, I'm not really worried about that, just because, like I said, I haven't really changed anything, and weight fluctuates a pound or two anyway. So yeah, so I'm starting right now at 243 pounds even. And okay, so yeah, over the past couple of weeks, I've just put a lot of thought into what exactly it is that I want to do. What can I do differently this time around to be successful in losing weight? And how do I want to document it? Like, how do I want to vlog, and how often, those sorts of things. So the first thing is, I think that I want to make weekly updates, I'm pretty sure. And also I've decided to join Weight Watchers, which I'm sure most people are familiar with. About 3 years ago, I joined Weight Watchers, and I think I just wasn't mentally there. I don't know, I just wasn't motivated enough, I think. I don't know, it was a long time ago. I remember when I joined, I was really embarrassed. I was just kind of, I don't know, it's hard, it's embarrassing to admit, like, you have this problem and you need help from an outside source or whatever. I don't know, or I should say it was embarrassing to me. Now, to be honest, I'm not that embarrassed about it anymore. I mean, here I am making videos that are public with my weight, which is a big deal for me. But I feel like it's just what I need to do, and like I said in that first vlog that I made, it just kind of is what it is, and it's sort of therapeutic for me to be able to just say it and just, realize and acknowledge that this is something that I really want to change. And unless I do something about it, it's always going to be this way or worse, my weight. So yeah, so I'm going to join Weight Watchers, and I decided that about like 3 or 4 days ago. And they have meetings in my local area, really close to my house, so that's nice. And I'm going to the first one this Thursday, so I'm excited about that. And I guess I feel kind of proud of myself, because I sort of thought maybe I should join Weight Watchers, and now I'm just not going to overthink it. I'm just going to do it. And a lot of times I think a lot and then I don't, follow through. So I'm just going to do it and not think that much about it, if that makes sense. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm kind of out of breath. Another reason to not be overweight, being out of breath. Yeah, so that's the first thing. The second thing, which is kind of an activity goal, like an activity exercise type goal. Okay, I am not an active person. I will put that out there. Like, I don't like negative self-talk, but I'm just going to say it. I'm really lazy when it comes to physical activity. The only times I've ever been active, as I mentioned before, is when I was in organized sports, and like I had to be, like it was a requirement. If it's not required, I'm just not very active. So I'm super out of shape. I'm obviously overweight, and I also have asthma. And those things, combined make it really easy for me to just kind of feel sorry for myself and be like, oh, it's harder for me than it is for other people, which in all actuality is kind of bullshit, and it's just kind of an excuse. And I don't want to, oh, sorry for my language. I forgot. There might be children around. I don't know. My children are sleeping, so that's nice. So anyway, where was I going with that? Okay, so exercise. So I have always heard of the Couch to 5K program. A lot of people here on YouTube do it. You might see videos titled C, like the letter C, and then 5K. So Couch to 5K, and if you're not familiar, basically what it is, my understanding is that it's a 9-week program that takes it about anyone from any physical like activity level, to being able to do a 5K. I'm not really sure if that means like run a 5K or if that means just get through a 5K in a certain set period of time. Not really clear on that. But basically, I'm going to do Weight Watchers to address, my issues with kind of overeating and, not making the best choices. And then my lack of activity, I'm making a goal to be able to do a 5K in a realistic amount of time. I feel like 9 weeks is pretty short. Like, I feel like that's really pushing it. So I'm going to give myself the goal of 12 weeks, which is 3 months. And that would be starting from this coming Thursday. I don't know what date that would be. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, so I'm starting the Couch to 5K program and starting Weight Watchers later this week. So this is kind of like the very beginning for me with that stuff. So I sort of just wanted to talk about that and put that out there and just let you guys, if you're following my journey, let you know what it is exactly that I'm doing. And these things may not be a fit for me. And if they're not and they don't work, then I'll try to do other things. But I'm going to do my best to really give it all I got, all I have, all I got, all I have, all I have. Because, I am a firm believer that pretty much it's not really the program, it's you. Like, how much you put into it is really everything. And a lot of times I just kind of flake out. So I'm trying to be more self-aware and hold myself accountable because I really, really want to make these changes. So what else? There was one other thing, my husband, that was the other thing. As I mentioned in my first vlog, I do not discuss my weight. I've really hardly ever told anyone my weight, maybe my sister. And in the past 2 weeks, I talked to my mom about it, and I talked to my husband about it. And talking to my husband was a really big deal because my husband is very, very fit, and he always has been. He's tall and lean. He plays adult soccer. He's just a very fit person. His profession is in I guess you could say, nutrition industry. He deals with people's diets and things like that. He's not a nutritionist, but he manages people's diets and whatever. I won't go too much into that. But it's something that's really important to him, and it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle because I feel guilty that he's so physically fit and then I'm not, and I don't really make it a priority, but I secretly really want to. And I've, definitely gone round and round trying to lose weight in the past, and he's seen me, try and fail and kind of get offended when he's tried to help me. He's never made me feel bad about my weight or my size or anything like that. But anyway, the point was I sat down with him and just talked to him and told him, how I was feeling about everything, from my weight before the pregnancy, going through the pregnancy, now having a daughter, and my feelings on that. Which maybe I'll discuss at another time, but you can kind of imagine, having a daughter does kind of bring out a little bit in me where I just don't want her to have some of the experiences that I had with weight problems. And I just told him exactly how much I weigh. I told him my highest weight. I told him what my plans are and what I want to do. And that was a really big deal for me. So I just wanted to share that. It was really therapeutic to just talk about it and just kind of own it and be open. And you always hear people say, do you have to love yourself now? You have to love yourself before you love another person, or you have to love yourself before you make changes. And it's really easy to hear those kinds of things and just kind of shrug it off like, yeah, you have to love yourself. Okay. But telling someone what you weigh when it's hard for you to do that and you're ashamed of it, and kind of accepting yourself where you are, it really does. It makes me feel like I like who I am and I want to be the best me that I can be. And there's no reason to be ashamed of where I've been. That's not to say that I don't feel any embarrassment or things like that, because I certainly do. But I do really feel just a lot more at peace and a lot more confident with who I am. And I think I'm really ready to make these changes. Hopefully, I'll be able to stick with it. So anyway, I'm going to be making weekly vlogs. I'm not quite sure of the day of the week yet, but I'll just be checking in once a week with weigh-ins and what's been going on, things like that. So I've probably been rambling way too long. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. If you are on a weight loss journey, let me know. And I would love to follow your journey as well.